All right, let's make some frog food. This is what I'm using. The most important thing to pay attention to here is the number 0022481. Turn the scale on. It's on grams, ounces, milliliter. Zero this out. So I personally do 40-60. Let me turn this fan off that's in front of me before it blows this powder everywhere. So I'll just pour in some powder. I think it's 35-65 is what they say, but that consistency was too soft and jello-y for me. So I added a little bit more. There we go. 40. Pour in some hot water until it hits 100, 102, 103. Good enough for me. Turn my scale off. And then just mix this well. The water, that's from a coffee pot, so it's roughly about 140 to 150 degrees, the water. So I'll just turn the bowl as I'm just rotating the bowl as I'm mixing. You could do this any way you want. There's no real specific way to do this. Just mix it thoroughly and then leave it. What'll happen is as this will solidify and turn into a thick gelatinized, kind of like brownie looking thing. You let it come down to room temperature, just carve out the chunk size that you need. It'll be like I said, more of like a brownie or a cake. And you store it in the refrigerator and just carve out chunks as you need it, appropriately sized for whatever you're feeding, that this food is capable of feeding. In this case, it's an African Bullfrog group, so you take out what you need to feed your African Bullfrog. You can make a bunch of it and store it in the freezer. You can pour this into ice cube trays. You can even buy the silicone molds that are like bug shaped. That's a cool idea, but it can be done. You can pour this into, you know, like a gummy worm mold, or like roaches, or like, you know, one of those, you know what I'm talking about, a silicone mold with all kinds of bugs, Halloween kind of thing. You could pour it out in there, and then when it solidifies, you can take them out and it'll look cool, like a little bug, and wiggle it around, but it's obviously this stuff. So you can see it's getting thicker just by mixing this and talking. It starts to get thick, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to mix it around really well until I see it getting thick. It just helps cool it down a little by like really aerating it, and then I'll just leave it now. I'll just leave this out, like I said, to come to room temperature. I'll carve out what I need the first go around. I'll feed the frog in a little bit when this is you know, room temperature, and then I'll store the rest in the fridge like I mentioned. Thanks for watching the video.